John, let me warn you. It's bad. Real bad. It's Hickman.
Hickman? Bob Hickman?
He's been badly mutilated, John. Tortured, really.
My God, Sam. Has Bob's wife, Catherine, been informed?
When the call came in, I was told Hickman's captain was headed to their house. They have a little girl, don't they?
Yeah, Valerie. Her name is Valerie.
Look, John, I know you and Bob went back a long way.
A long way? Hell, Sam, Bob and I went through the academy together. We shared a ride for 5 years. I'm that little girl's godfather. Sam, Bob was my best friend. Yeah, you could say we went back a long way.
I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry the city is so full of dirtbags, creeps, and losers. Bob was a great guy, Sam. A great cop. Who the hell would do this to him? What the hell was he doing out there?
I don't know, John. It's your job to find out. My job is to pick up the body and find the cause of death.
The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide. A lipstick-stained cigarette lies near Hickman's body. An empty holster can mean only one thing: another gun on the street. A gruesome sight. Contusions and burn marks appear on Hickman's abused body.
Hello, Chester. Thanks for coming out.
Sure, Detective. This is one horrible night when one of our own goes down. I'm glad to be of service. Let me know when you want photos.
Sam, do you have a preliminary finding on Hickman's cause of death?
It's hard to say, John. There are no evident bullet wounds. There are cervical contusions, possibly asphyxiation. There's no unusual sputum, so it's difficult to think poisoning, but I'm not ruling anything out. Whoever did this was definitely non-compos mentis. By the way, notice that the index finger on the right hand is missing.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Ain't seen nothing, man. Just chillin'. Some law about living.
I'm Detective Carey, Major Crimes, Homicide, LAPD. I'd like to ask you a question or two.
Whatever, man. I'm just hanging.
Let's start with your name. What is it, and do you live in the neighborhood, or are you just visiting?
Man, this be my hood. I be Raymond Jones III.
Well, Raymond, if this is your neighborhood, then you must know what goes on around here. What happened here tonight? You see anything unusual? Maybe a different car, or some folks from another neighborhood?
Ain't seen nor heard nothing. Just out for some fresh L.A. air.
So, Mr. Jones, what you're telling me is you don't have anything to tell me. Is that correct?
That's straight up. Ain't seen nothing, done nothing, know nothing.
Officer Woodbury, I'm taking over as lead investigator.
Yes, sir, Detective Carey. I have my crime scene log for you.
Were you the first on the scene?
Yes, sir. Officer Allen and I were on patrol. He was driving. As we passed the alley, I looked to my right. I saw the body. We radioed it in, stopped, set up the perimeter. I didn't know it was Hickman until we got up to the body. I can tell you, sir, I was shocked. He was the last person I expected to see. He was a fine officer.
Is there anything else you can tell me, Officer Woodbury?
No. We rolled by, saw the body, radioed it in. There was no one in the alley besides the body. The neighbors came out once we set up the perimeter. It was quiet when we got here.
I'll be stepping in as lead investigator, officer. Can you tell me what the situation was when you got here?
Yes, sir. Woodbury and I were on our regular patrol. We spotted the body as we drove by. We radioed in, then moved in on the scene. We checked the alley for possible assailants, but found no one. Everything is pretty much as it was when we arrived.
That's it?
Yes, sir. The body was just lying there. I didn't know him, but Woody told me that the deceased was a cop, undercover guy working the neighborhood. Oh, Pittman or something like that.
It's Hickman, and yes, he was working the crash unit, although I didn't know he was working this neighborhood. You've never seen him before, and this is your regular district?
Yes, sir, that is correct. I've never seen him before.
Is there anything else you can tell me, officer?
No, sir.
It's your homicide kit. Graffiti mars the neighborhood. The young man's interest appears a bit suspicious. Always record your gut feelings. Sometimes this job is pure instincts. Graffiti is often left behind by gangs. Recording the symbol could prove useful. The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide. Detective, this cigarette could be evidence. Detective, noting physical evidence of the deceased is necessary, but most unpleasant. The body of a young boy lies strewn in the dumpster. Bullet wounds puncture the boy's body. He looks no more than 6 or 7 years of age. Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later.
John, have you found something?
Officer Woodbury, when we're finished here, I want the neighborhood canvassed to see if anyone's missing a child, but has not reported it yet.
Yes, sir.
Sam, we're gonna need another ambulance. There's a body of a young boy in the dumpster.
We'll get another car here, John.
It looks like it's gonna be a busy night for you, Chester.
Unfortunately, our streets are being taken over by violence. Innocent people being killed. It's uncivilized, sir.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective. Whenever you're ready, fellas, I'm finished.
John, we can handle it from here. Stop by tomorrow for the autopsy. We'll know more then.
Gary Hickman's death isn't just your personal tragedy. It's a tragedy for the entire force. We've lost a friend, a father, and one damn good cop. As you know, you've been assigned the lead investigator on this case, and I'm going to be looking to you for answers. I'm going to ask you to put aside your personal feelings and deal with this investigation in a professional manner. If you don't think you're up to it, I want to know now. Neither you, the public, nor the department can withstand not knowing the truth. I want you to comb that neighborhood. I want every rock turned over and every person interviewed. Remember, Hickman was not the only fatality tonight. The family of that boy is grieving also.
Yes, sir.
For your information, the boy has been identified as Bobby Washington. As for Hickman, I think there is something you should know. Maybe you already do. But here it is straight. Hickman's lieutenant, Jim Varaz, informed me that Hickman was having trouble with stress, trouble at home. Varaz told me that Hickman had been in a fragile mindset, that working undercover was getting to him. You know, the violence of the streets can get to anyone. Now, I'm not knocking Hickman. I just want you to know how the department viewed his current capacity. Okay, Carey. You know what you need to do. Go out there and do it. Find who killed Hickman. Find who killed the Washington youth. Any questions?
No, Lieutenant.
All right, then. Get to work. And, Carey, when you see Catherine, please extend my deepest sympathies.